G'day and welcome to Tone's Truckin app. I'm Tone and today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what the app is about, the team behind it and what we're looking at doing going forward. So first I'd like to talk about what the actual app is about. So effectively it's going to be launched as a roadmap system for truck drivers of Australia. So we're currently at the point of trialling various bits and pieces and feeding information into it. Our developers working around the clock at the moment to feed that information in. So we at launch date want to get it as close to perfect without too many problems in regards to low bridges, routes and those type of things. First up, I'd like to introduce Arana McDonald, aka Macca. Macca actually founded TruckWiz a little over 2 years ago and begun the development of this app well before the partnership between Tone's Truckin Stories and TruckWiz was created to become Tone's Truckin app. Macca's role going forward will basically be our man on the ground, which will be a full-time position and the link between the developers, the people, myself, and anything else that goes on. Next up, I'd like to introduce Kyle Tully, the leader of our app development team. At any time, Kyle's in charge of between 6 and 8 people working around the clock, feeding information into this app to make it perfect. Kyle's extremely passionate about this app and it's not uncommon for him to sit up all hours of the evening simply researching and finding more information to put in, bring to our attention and continue working with it. Kyle will be an extremely crucial part of this app going forward. Kylie Robinson. You probably know her from Australian Trucking Support Agency and a few truck shows around the area that she appears at. It's great to have her on board because it means that we can bring discounts and those type of things to the app and Australian Trucking Support Agency too. The benefit also with Kylie is she has a great know-how of the comings and goings of the rules and regulations within the industry, which is going to be great for future features that we plan to put into the app. Simon Smith, the head of the Australian Big Rig Road Show. As many of you may know, Simon's been in radio for well over 40 years, predominantly in the transport industry. Simon brings a whole heap of knowledge in regards to statistics and what people need and what the comings and goings are of the standard driver. Over 40 years of experience. The beauty of also having Simon on board is we're going to have a regular radio station, 24 hours a day, which we plan to build in. Also, a podcast with myself and other guests on a regular basis going forward. And finally, I'm Tony Fulton from Tone's Truckin Stories. I've got about 15 years experience in the industry and I've been an owner-driver for about 2. Throughout my page, Tone's Truckin Stories, I promote positivity, change and education for your everyday driver. So that's really where this app has come about for me, to help the everyday driver be able to do their job efficiently, safely and with confidence. So my role within the team is going to be the finger on the pulse out the road, working with the drivers and giving recommendations. So where's the app at, do you ask? Well, it's actually in its final stages. We've been trialling the app for a little over 3 months now amongst various drivers around the country to get feedback and been working with it. Our developers have been around the clock, as I've said previous, and to give you a sense of how much actually goes into it is we've spent 2 weeks just putting bridges in. Bridges that you won't find on other apps. We've gone through as many maps as you can find on the internet and feeding that information in. And we're sure we've got at least 98% of them, whereas any other app you use isn't going to have those little ones that you don't really know about. So let's have a little sneak peek of how it looks. So if you look up here, this is your truck profile. This is where you put in all your dimensions, your mass, your type of trailers, how long you are, whether you're a single, a B-double, and your route will be determined based on that. On the initial launch, it'll only be up to B-doubles, so just keep that in mind, but in one of the first updates, we look to put the road train routes in as well. As you can see now, that's how the map layout is going to look. This is a trial version, so we're still going to add the rest areas and a few other things into that, but that's basically how it's going to look while you're driving along. Another feature of it too is you'll be getting real-time alerts while you're driving. We'll have Macca basically sitting at a computer and putting up live updates for problems with traffic and those type of things, road closures, fires, floods, etc. The Tones Truckin app is due to be released in early 2020 on both Apple and Android devices. If you haven't yet, please make sure that you head over to Tones Truckin app and give the page a like for regular updates. If you have any feedback, questions or anything in that regard, please message the Tones Truckin app Facebook page and a member of the team will get back to you. Until then, cheers guys.